Heyo everybody, Hako here with my live reaction and review for Boku no Hero Academia chapter 162. So yeah, we had last chapter, we said goodnight to Night Eye, and on that very somber and sad note, I don't know where we're really going from here. Are we gonna jump straight into the next arc with a new group of villains or whatever? Are we gonna watch more of Deku's group healing up? Are we going to have another Deku All Might conversation? Because that seems to happen between each arc. Lots of things like that I would say are sort of probably on the menu, because I'm not sure. Like I said before, Horikoshi can go anywhere right now with the story. So either way, let's go ahead and let's read. So, in a certain mountain range, while Deku and Ko were fighting, Horikoshi Kohei 162, one who is worthy. Thanks to the eyewitness reports we received over the past few days, we were able to pinpoint your location. If we can just capture you, the most troublesome member of the League, the rest will surely follow. And we have Gran Torino. Behind the 8 Precepts investigation, yet another incident. And he's going after Black Mist. He can open gates around both of his hands, his head, and even his surroundings. Use caution, says Sakauchi. Restraining him will be difficult. Alright, hold on. We got that translator note page. Alright. There have been some rumors that a ruffian has been appearing here as of late. Were you not aware, Gran Torino? It seems I was standing out a tad too much, but I had no choice. I have some business with that ruffian, you see. I bet it's going to be the big rock-looking dude that was in Kirishima's flashback and that we saw way, way back when the League of Villains were first getting introduced. Prediction time. I'd love to hear all about it once you're behind bars, says Gran Torino, and then there's a huge thump. See birds flying out of the trees. Our master has already foreseen the future. Remember this, if by chance something were to happen to me in the near future, you'll be the only one left who can protect Tomura, if at that time you begin to feel uneasy. And it's a flashback to, One for All. Or All for One. Yeah, All for One. Right? Yeah. I always get mixed up between the two. You can rely on him. Today's bzz with... Oh yeah, because he has the radio and all. I always get it confused because All for One is like what Izuku and Deku's, or like what Deku and All Might's power does, but it's the philosophy of the greedy bad guy, of course. Whereas One for All is kind of what All for One's power does, but it's more the philosophy of Izuku and All Might. And the actual names are named after the philosophy, not what the power actually does. Inspector Tsukauchi, Gran Torino. Tomura Shigaraki was not the only one our master was cultivating. And we still hear the thumping in the distance. He is one of All for One's faithful servants. What the heck is this guy? Gigantomachia. Okay. The following morning, the incident in which the police escort carrying the criminal Chisaki was attacked was an unprecedented failure. It has also been confirmed that an important piece of evidence was lost, and the police are currently taking heavy criticism. Hell yeah, criticize the police. They lost the sort of, other than Eri, the other huge thing that this arc was even about. Also, Chisaki got pretty messed up. They just won't stop talking about it. Chisaki was... by Shigaraki. It's not something you need to feel responsible for. Don't let it get to you. You know, I saw some people saying too that they like full-on killed him, and that explosion would say, you know, maybe they did. But I thought the whole point of taking his arms off was so that he'd live on and not be able to do anything. So doesn't killing him kind of defeat the point of all that? But either way, maybe they didn't kill him, and I am reading wrongly into what Izuku said there. For the time being, you students will be returning to school, save Tagata, who they'll be keeping an eye on for a little while longer. The others have all been healed and have made a complete recovery. They should be here soon. I think I'll make the rounds here one more time and heal some more patients, says Recovery Girl. I'd also like to stay until Eddie wakes up. May I? Says Izuku. You being here won't change the situation at hand. We need to leave her in the doctor's capable hands, says Aizawa. I'm gonna give my regards to Senpai. Sorry, could you watch my stuff for a bit? Hey, right now isn't... And then, Aizawa looks down. Hey yo, says, Mirio, doing, bicycle kicks in bed. Morning, Midoriya. Gotta get that ab workout in. Morning, Midoriya. Guess I'm the only one who they want to keep an eye on for one more day, huh? But just look at me. I'm in tip-top shape, damn it. Senpai. I know. I've lost my quirk, and now even Night Eye is gone. I've got absolutely nothing to smile about right now. But that's exactly why. You know, even though Night Eye acted the way he did towards you, he'd smile quite a lot when he was talking with me. So, that's why you won't catch me sobbing anymore. After all, I'm gonna become an outstanding hero from here on out. And if I'm wearing a glum face, it'll be that much harder on Eddie, too. Senpai, even though you lost your quirk, you still protected her all on your own, didn't you? But compared to that, I was saved by Eddie, the one I was supposed to be protecting. And I was even saved by my teacher. But if you had been the successor, I'm sure Night Eye wouldn't have. Mirio should have been the one to inherit One for All. And All Might's future, too. Okay? If I said that I would give you my quirk, Senpai, would you... No thanks. Of course, the lesson he learned is that he doesn't need a quirk to be a hero. Even if, for the sake of argument, something like that were possible, and I were to agree, then you would be the one subjected to this hardship. I'm not sure. And of course, yeah, he would be taking something from somebody, which isn't a hero-y thing to do. I'm not sure what's got you feeling so dejected, but you did great back there. You're Deku, the hero. And what's more, yesterday I was talking to Eraser about Eddie. Okay. He said that if sometime down the road Eddie is able to gain control over her quirk, that he'd ask her to return me to a state where I still had my quirk, and if that's beyond her ability, that they would try various things to turn me back to normal. The point is, I'm just fine. I've got Night Eye's foresight on my side. Yeah, it's true. You know, the bullets that they use to revert people to get, like, that would attack just the quirk factor to revert it into non-existence, they could use that same technology that Chisaki had, those same bullets, to maybe revert his non-working quirk back into when it worked. But then again, the way it was gotten rid of was that it was reverted from working to not working. So wouldn't it just revert even further into not working if you hit him with a second dose? Or since they just reverted it back, couldn't he just wait and it would come back eventually in the future? So yeah, the science behind this is all sketchy. So, just smile already, would ya? Okay. Senpai took a temporary leave of absence from school. I think that's the issue Horikoshi's having now. He wrote himself into a storyline where, like, the science is really super sketchy. Eddie's quirk and all the stuff surrounding it is just really flimsy. But either way, I'll be waiting. And for us, we return to school the next day. Let's go, Bakugo. Shut your damn mouth, I'm coming. And now, it's time for their battle. It's time for our provisional license course. Walk behind me, you ass. And we have Bakugo and Todoroki. Sorry to keep you waiting. Next issue, the results of the popularity poll and a color page. Awesome. Chapter 162 end. Seemed pretty short, but it was whatever. Yeah, see, that's the issue. All of it's good, and I think Horikoshi's doing the best with it, but I don't know, I think the way he set up Eddie's quirk was a mistake, because the logic behind anything he said with it is just so flimsy and has so many holes and whatnot that I think he made things unnecessarily hard on himself in the writing without noticing how hard on himself he made it. So yeah, I just think that maybe Eddie's powers being explained the way they were ended up being a mistake. But either way, moving along, we had Tsukauchi and Gran Torino going after Black Mist, and we didn't see what happened with them, but we can assume that things didn't turn out super well. But hopefully they just escaped and said, okay, we're not catching them for now, but at least we got some information. That would be the preferred outcome, because don't want either of them to be dying here or getting captured. But we finally get introduced to Gigantomachia, who we have seen multiple times before now. And his design, it kind of reminds me of Kirishima when he goes all unbreakable and all that. So, wonder what the story behind this guy is going to be. Then, of course, we got Aizawa and Izuku talking about the situation and all that. Again, just sort of bringing closure to everything. We have Mirio still being in a good mood because he's a good guy and he knows that he can be positive because Night Eye looked into his future and he's going to become a great hero and all that. So, like you said, he's got Night Eye's prediction on his side. So, Izuku, says, theoretically, if I could offer you my power and all that, but that's just Izuku doubting himself some more, and Mirio sort of does his best to quell those doubts, but I think it's going to be something that Izuku himself has to overcome. So, either way. And they thought about using Eddie's power to bring him back to where he had a quirk. So, that's what... I guess that would be the only way to do it. I guess you couldn't do it with the bullets. Because the bullets reverted his quirk factor back to when it didn't work. But maybe if she uses her power on his whole body, it just will take him back to a place where it works. But either way, the logic is just super, super flimsy. Okay, moving along. They return to school, and then it looks like next week we're going to get the provisional license course with Todoroki and Bakugo, which I'm going to be honest, doesn't really sound all that interesting since we already had kind of an arc on that. And it'll be sort of, I assume, like that arc over again, only with less stuff since it's not new, and only with 2 of our main characters. So, if that is what we're going into, then while I'm happy to see more Todoroki and Bakugo, especially more Bakugo since over the course of the series he's barely gotten any proper screen time for as good a character as he is and all that. So I'm going to be happy for that going into it, but we'll just see what he can do with it. Either way, that's it though. So yeah, that was it. My thoughts and reaction. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of my thoughts and reaction and all that. Subscribe for more Boku no Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. Or if you want a link to our Discord server, just ask and I'll give you one. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.